eno ye Extra Media UJ. Subscribe for all updates.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I want to firstly join you in congratulating the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs on attaining another year, on clocking another year. In your communication, you wished him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, sir. I am hoping you have not amended your age. Nowadays, people amend too many things. Please keep your age that way. Honourable Speaker, I want to push through one or two issues that got guidance from this House, but they are still pending somewhat. On January 29th, we were here, and I raised, among other issues, the biometric voter verification kits that were used, or certainly not used, in the just concluded elections. And the concern was, this House appropriated plenty of money, billions upon billions of shillings, for these biometric voter verification kits to be used in the election. The presiding officer at the time, the Right Honourable Deputy Speaker, directed that the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs will come to this House with a statement regarding these machines. Because it's important we are accountable. Otherwise, Parliament will be seen as an accomplice in wasting taxpayers' money. We appropriated nearly 400 billion shillings. Part of that was to buy the machines. Part of that was to train those who were to use the machines. Part of that money was to sync the ballot papers to be usable for scanning and so on and so forth. Did that money go down the drain? Because we were told that these machines were the panacea to vote rigging, which has become all too common. Vote rigging, ballot stuffing, and all the drama that comes with our elections, which affects both sides. I saw some colleagues on the NRM side during elections also complaining about vote rigging. Right, Honourable Speaker, I think it would be a good reminder for that statement to come, since the House directed as such. Secondly, Right Honourable Speaker, again, after October 31st, when we had the dangerous floods that caused mayhem and wreaked havoc in the city, traders lost merchandise, plenty of money went down the drain. Government committed that they are going to compensate these business persons up to the tune of about 20 billion shillings. Those business persons up to date ask, did government lie to them? And recently we saw another situation of heavy flooding, and the same people are saying we have lost more merchandise even before the first promise of compensation has not happened. So we want government to tell us, was it just a mere puff, as we call it in law, that you actually don't intend to do this thing, you're just promising for the sake of it? The traders would like to know. Thank you. Maybe government could tether in that regard. When is government going to come with a comprehensive plan that we can know about to address the flooding situation in our country? We need to know. Poor drainage, poor planning, if it does happen at all, with the numerous buildings that do come up. We want some kind of commitment from government, because you also shouldn't be compensating each time again and again, meanwhile not even compensated the first time. And relatedly, when the Chitezi situation happened in August of 2024, over 35 people died. Garbage killed people here in the city, close by. Government again came out and promised, we are going to compensate the victims and the bereaved families. To date, those families still complain and say government has not compensated us. Can we know from government what happened? Was it another lie? Finally, Right Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, in late October of last year, we raised concerns here when journalists from Nation Media Group were barred from accessing Parliament. You see, our Constitution has got a Bill of Rights, Chapter 4, with specificity, Article 29(1)(a) provides for freedom of the press. And that's why we get to have journalists here. In fact, our rules have domesticated it for Parliament here. Our rules provide that our sessions will be covered by the press. So nation media journalists, NTV, Daily Monitor, and the others were barred from accessing Parliament. That's 5 months ago. The management tells us they have not up to now gotten a reason why. They have not been summoned over any indiscipline issue. Because yes, rights are in place. Rights can be abused and then people are checked. But then they're saying, did we abuse the rights that allow us to come and cover Parliament? Up to now, they have no idea. I think it would be good for this House to know, are there journalists that are totally not allowable to come to Parliament? And if so, why? Because we are the ones that pass these laws that talk about freedom of the press and so on and so forth. I thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. I see so many journalists there. You mean none of them is from Nation Media? Honourable Minister of Constitutional Affairs, there is a report that was asked. I think we may need to put it on the order paper. I know you don't have it now.
Madam Speaker, I want to confirm that the report is ready, and the moment it is scheduled, we shall bring it and present it before this August House. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
We can only schedule it once you've presented a report to the clerk's office. That's what will help us in making it sure that it is on the order paper. So give us a copy, then we put it on the order paper.
Much obliged, Madam Speaker.
Okay. Then the next item, government.
That the Honourable Government Chief Whip has been engrossed with numerous issues also to do with the election. So he has probably not followed up on some issues which he's supposed to. But it's okay, I can remind him. Your appointing authority held a meeting with the Minister for Kampala, who is here, and those traders, and made that commitment. So is to follow up with you who are here. They had thought the Minister for Kampala would up and respond to that issue, because she was in that meeting when that commitment was made to the traders. So with your permission, Honourable Speaker, the information can assist the minister who does not have the information. I thank you.
Even a government chief whip is informed.
I oblige, but of course there are things he doesn't know. He has just conceded that he is not aware.
No.
And there's a minister who
belittle each other to that tune. He is informed, is a government chief whip, he knows whatever is happening.
I agree with you, Right Honourable Speaker, he knows, so maybe let him tell us.
I can now respond without any fear of contradiction, because there is a saying that when you see a pagan quoting verses in the Bible, then he or she is about to accept Jesus as his Lord and Savior. By peeping and knowing what transpired in a meeting chaired by the President of the Republic of Uganda, could we take it that the Honourable Leader of Opposition is about to come to this side?
Honourable members, wait, there is no order because he's seated. Honourable members, just a minute. Honourable members, Honourable Kampala, Minister of Kampala, can you give us a report? A report on what has been... No, not now. Not now. I am not saying you comment. I am saying come with a report on Tuesday. Okay? Honourable members, in the VIP gallery this afternoon, we have the members of Parliament-elect who have come to observe the proceedings of Parliament. We have Honourable Maseruka Robert. Honourable Maseruka Robert, please stand up. Honourable Amanio Sheila, you're most welcome. Honorable members, they have come to learn. They are coming to observe. We have Honorable Wama Mero clap for yours. Honorable Tilu. Honorable Tilu Margaret. Honorable Ngorok Richard. Honorable Katsime Adrian. Honorable Achom Esther. Honorable David Okwere. Honorable Chibase Peace. Honorable Sarah Namlondo. You're most welcome and thank you for coming. Please give me the list for all those. We also have, in the public gallery this afternoon, we have students and teachers of Mount St. Mary's College, Namagonga. You're most welcome. Join me in welcoming them. They are represented by Honorable Chiwanuka Abdallah and Honorable Hanifa. You're most welcome and thank you so much for coming. In the VIP gallery, we also have a member of parliament elect for Nachifoma County, Honorable Chiwanuka Sulaiman. Join me in welcoming these visitors. Honorable member, David, you have something?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to bring to attention of Parliament the matters which is very important and need to be responded to very urgently. Madam Speaker, you know and you're very aware that the absence of peace at home is a nightmare. On the 18th of last month, my people of Agago district, Agago County, were invaded by the cattle raiders.
Order paper busy like that, then you know that most of these things must leave the order paper today. Yes. Doctor?
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Allow me, Madam Speaker, to start by congratulating colleagues who have made it back to the 12th Parliament. And for colleagues who didn't make it, it's said that when one door is closed, another door is open, which is even wider. Also, Madam Speaker, I'd like to congratulate you for having been cleared by SEC. You are now officially our candidate as Speaker. And we wish you every success. Madam Speaker, I raise a matter of local governance.
In this House. Right Honourable Speaker, the theme was very clear: justice, action and human rights. Honourable Speaker, that is a matter that is on table. And I implore you, Right Honourable Speaker, to make sure that we observe human rights in this country, justice for women, and also to bring colleagues to table that in the recently concluded elections, women were mistreated. Right Honourable Speaker, the use of the gun in elections on women was so high, especially in Zimbabwe. We were seriously brutalized. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I implore you that as you do take charge of that chair, I don't know what will happen in the 12th Parliament, but Right Honourable Speaker, I pray that you give priority to issues of women, especially women in leadership, women in politics. I want to thank you, Right Honourable Speaker, and I take leave of the floor.
Thank you. Proceed your matter.
Madam Speaker, you know our country, Uganda, is landlocked. And the matter I'm raising is of urgent public importance that would require the line minister to furnish us with some information. Uganda is a net importer of petroleum products. And the ongoing conflict, US, Israel, Iran conflict, has already disrupted the shipping regions which were supposed to ferry this fuel to this landlocked country. And that means the global prices that are hiking put Uganda in a vulnerable position, Madam Speaker. And these are shocks that ought to find us at least with some level of preparedness. That's why I'm of the view, Madam Speaker, as a matter of procedure, that the ministry would furnish this House with the contingency plans that they have in place and the level of preparedness, because even then, the other ministry also ought to know, or rather inform us about our citizens that are in the Middle East and are trapped up there, stranded.
Abalungi abatuuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tuchaddeko ewa Sheikh Asiraf Dembe.
Sebo sanyusa okubalaba amannya agange Seeka Asiraf Dembe akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo. Omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tunywa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulombeddwa abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse sobola okumulombereddwa ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala neetaase enamba yange yeno eri 0707363711 namwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku ddwa ng'olina ebizibu viza zibuze amaka gakolongotana sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amanyago ebyo byokka bijja kummala nja kukulombera edduwa ojja kutereera olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa eyawamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Salaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.